However, all businesses, whether digital or a brick and mortar, should be structured as a way that they are going to be sold at some point down the road. And the main reason for that is life changes, the marketplace changes, competition changes, new technology enters the marketplace, products, services, software, all those things compound on themselves and will either help a business grow or will put a business out of business. And I see this time and time again. But what's really shocking to me as I'm now in the M&A world, again, dealing with digital businesses that do less than $10 million a year, is that so many people try to sell at the wrong time where they're like, I'm in a spot I can't grow. And so I'm just going to turn around and sell and see what I can get for it. And of course, they want the most amount, but then because the business was not built to be sold, the valuation or the multiple is not what they're looking for. And so then they get upset or they're frustrated. And so I understand. But that goes back to the point of you should be thinking from day one, whether you acquire a business and growing or you built a business from scratch, you're growing it, you should be thinking of an exit strategy at some point down the road. Again, even if you're not thinking about that today or the next couple of years, it doesn't matter. And one of the key reasons you want to do that is it's going to change your mindset about what you're doing today. It's going to change your decision making on what you're putting in place. So what automation sequences can you put in place? Where can you look for growth opportunities? Where can you look to cut costs? How can you leverage artificial intelligence, for example, to help streamline your business? Those are all a lot of things that business owners are just not thinking of because they're dealing with too many of the day-to-days. And there's so many fires they're putting out day after day just for things that are coming at them. And so I get it because I'm in the trenches of that as well. However, I've also learned that you have to be thinking that way, especially now that I'm doing a lot of this M&A work, is that I'm seeing the other side of the coin. And the fact that I get to deal with multiple businesses across multiple industries is really eye-opening because I can see the financials and I can see the business model. I can see how they're generating revenue and profit and what they're doing well and what they're missing out on. And again, no one's perfect. I'm not perfect either, but it is pretty eye-opening to see what business owners are not doing. And again, how they never really thought from day one how to sell their business, but now they're in a spot where they're more in a defensive position than being in an offensive position where you can command the most or feel confident about what you're going to get for it or realistic as well. So if you're not thinking of selling your business today, that's okay, but you should start thinking along the lines of what changes can I make in my business so when I do go to sell, if that ever does take place, I'm in a better position so I can get the most money because all business owners, you're putting a lot of work into things. And if at some point you're going to want to sell that asset. And again, if you're not thinking this way, it's just not going to happen. So I would strongly encourage you to start thinking that way from day one. If you need any help with that, go ahead and drop a comment below or send me a DM or anywhere on this video or click the button around this video. We can set up a time to chat and I can at least take a look, a high level about where you're at and where you might be stuck. Because time and time again, because I'm working with these businesses that we're selling, I see opportunities. And yet now, if I'm talking to business owners that are a little bit farther down the path from actually selling, they're making those mistakes and we can fix those things before you actually go to sell where you're in that defensive position. So again, go ahead and drop a comment below, click the button on this video or send me a DM. All right, thanks.